Greetings, everyone! Welcome to the 10th and final game of the Mega Man series. Wait, 10 games? Shouldn't it be 11 if you include Mega Man and Bass? It's like Capcom doesn't want to acknowledge that game for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, anyway, we have a story here. I'm home!
There you are, Roll. Are you okay?
I don't know. I think I have a fever. Oh no, Roll!
I think Roll has come down with Robo-Enza.
So robots can get sick, huh?
From what I could tell, the virus only affects robots.
Huh.
You all need to be careful.
Hmm. 20XX. Okay, game, move on, thank you. A new robot illness, Robo-Enza, has begun to spread rapidly around the world, causing robots to malfunction. Many humans find it impossible to complete even simple tasks without their robot helpers. And without robot assistance, no one can develop a proper cure. So in the future, people became lazy. Wouldn't surprise me. A month following the outbreak, the situation worsens. Boy, this is a long intro. The infected robots turn violent and attempt to take over the world. Oh boy, here we go. Help! Yeah, you forget that Mega Man is a strong robot. One of these infected robots went crazy and attacked me. Uh-huh. I spent the last few days studying this Robo-Enza. Uh-huh. Right. Even with my genius, I was unable to find a cure. So I built a machine that would help me discover the key to developing a cure, but it was stolen by one of those demented robots. I beg you. You have to help me get my medicine-making machine back. Alright, and the verdict is, I suppose if we want to stop these robots, we'll have to help you. Oh boy. Leave it to me. I'll stop those robots. Oh boy. I'll find Dr. Wily's medicine-making machine, and then we can cure Roll and all the other robots. Oh boy, you're actually trusting Dr. Wily. Proto Man!
I don't think you'll be able to do this alone.
I'd appreciate any help, Proto Man. Let's do this! Alright, so the plot of this game is to, well, hunt down those robots that have pieces of Wily's medicine-making machine and cure all the sick robots from Robo-Enza. So, yeah, the plot of Mega Man 10 right here, folks. And one of the great things about the Mega Man 10 is that you can select multiple characters. Right off the bat, you can select between Mega Man and Proto Man. That's right, folks. Proto Man is available from the start. You do not have to download him. There is a third character in the form of Bass. That's right, folks. Bass is back. You can play as him again. But in order to do so, you will have to buy him and download him for this game. I know it kind of sucks, but trust me, buy him. He is worth the purchase. Trust me on this one. So, for this playthrough, I will alternate between Mega Man, Proto Man, and Bass. And, yeah, I'll explain what each one of them does. And you can also select the difficulty of your game. You can select easy, normal, and hard mode. And folks, I did not download hard mode because, well, I don't want the extra headache. Because I play games for fun, not for migraines. So, yeah. Anyway, we have 8 robot masters, and there are no female robot masters this time around. What the heck? Capcom? Inafune? Could you explain? I mean, last game there were females, but whatever. Alright, so our first robot master that we are taking out is Sheep Man. That's right, Sheep Man. Alright, let me see this guy right quick. Sheep Man. Alright. Originally a sheep herding robot, he left that job to work in the static resistance test division of a circuit board manufacturer after one day noticing static buildup on his wool. But being one that easily gets bored, it seems he was thinking about changing jobs again, but he became infected with Robo-Enza. Okay, so Sheep Man was just job hopping from here, there, everywhere, so, okay. Alright, so Mega Man here. He pretty much, well, he's pretty much the same as he was in the previous game. He can just run, jump, and shoot. Yeah, nothing exciting about that, huh? Run, jumping, and shooting. Why couldn't they just give him the slide and charge shot back? I mean, I know Proto Man has it, but still. And I hate this mini-boss right here. I hate this mini-boss. I hate this guy. What you have to do is, you have to get on one of the, I'm guessing, treadmills to charge up this giant light bulb right here. And you have to quickly shoot the light bulb while it's lit up before it goes out. And those electric charges right there, they can hurt Mega Man, so be careful. Now, the more you run on this thing, the longer the bulb will remain lit. And keep that in mind. Also, the bulb will produce these smaller, flashing, floaty light bulb things. I don't know what those things are, but who cares? They're annoying. They will get in the way. They will try to get inside Mega Man's personal space, and well, it wouldn't be a Mega Man game without enemies, well, invading your personal space, now would it? Alrighty then. Now, of course, you see the screws are back, and once again, they provide the currency at the shop. And all 3 characters have access to the shop. Well, their own versions of the shop. I mean, each one of them will have their own, well, items. I mean, most of them won't contain lives, E-tanks, weapon tanks, and other things. So, yeah, I'll show them off later on in this playthrough. Ugh. So, this Robo-Enza, eh? It makes robots crazy. It sounds very similar to another virus that has appeared in the Mega Man overall series. It sounds very similar to something called the Maverick virus that makes well, Reploids go a bit nuts and crazy. I wouldn't be surprised since, yeah, it's more than likely that Wily is the culprit. I mean, come on. He just so happens to be studying this Robo-Enza and trying to develop a cure. Oh, please. We all know that Wily's the one behind this. In fact, one of the achievements is Wump Wily. So we all know that Wily is the guilty party. So, bleh. Oh yeah, we have reappearing, disappearing blocks again. Although, this time around, at least here, I didn't find them troubling for some reason. It's like, it's much easier on me for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. Speaking of making things easier, easy mode. Yeah, that's right, folks. With easy mode, it makes the game, well, easier. Very easy. And I support it because it allows people who are not familiar with the Mega Man franchise to, well, get in on the act for a change, you know? Your little brother, your sister, grandma, they can all join the fun. Why not? I mean, come on. Although I do want to point out here that these spikes here are insta-kill, and I am taking the damage from the shield enemies because I want to take advantage of the invulnerability here. So, yeah. Anyway, here we are. We have reached Sheet Man. Yeah, Sheet Man. Alright. Alright, let's see. Sheet Man here. He has only 2 attacks on normal mode. The first will be his Thunder Wool, which he will jump high into the air and split into 4 clouds of wool, which will each move to a different location. Then each wool will fire a thunderbolt to the ground that shocks a small area, and the last cloud will launch an electric spark along the floor, and then we'll turn back into Sheet Man. And let's see here. Now, his other attack is a fairly fast orb of electricity that bobs up and down. I mean, it can bob like small or high. It depends. Now, depending on which mode you play in, Sheet Man's attack will change. So on easy mode, none of Sheet Man's Thunder Wools create shockwaves or sparks, so they just hang up in the air doing absolutely nothing. So yeah. Now on hard mode, the Thunder Wool clouds have far less delay in between dropping thunderbolts. The first cloud will also launch sparks along the floor along with the last cloud. And he also has a new attack in which he will hop around in the direction that he's facing. And when he lands from a hop, he will release electric sparks across the floor. So, yeah, if you're playing hard mode, this guy will be tough. I mean, come on, it's hard mode. It's supposed to be tough. But otherwise, Sheet Man is pretty easy if you get the pattern down. I mean, I recommend him as your first boss. So, yeah. Although, I have to admit, his weapon, Thunder Wool, pretty much sucks. It's, yeah. You'll see how much it sucks, well, near the end of this video as I use it against my next victim here. I do have to say, I do like this music right here, and this action pose that Mega Man presented earlier is like, ugh. Alright, so like before, you can save your game. And the good news is you can access the shop from this menu area. In fact, you can access this menu area if you hit the select button, I believe that's what it's called, on the Robot Master selection screen. So, yeah. Anyway, now it's Proto Man's turn to take out a Robot Master, and let's go after Pump Man. Alrighty, Pump Man. That's right, just like in Mega Man 9, when Proto Man enters a stage, we can hear his trademark whistle, and that is actually pretty cool. In fact, Proto Man controls exactly like he did in Mega Man 9. He can charge, he can slide, his shots are a little bit lower, I think. I can't really tell. I think they're a little higher than they were in Mega Man 9, to be honest. So yeah. However, he does take double damage like he did in Mega Man 9, so you have to be very careful with him. You don't want to collide into enemies, or else you'll take a lot of damage, and yeah, he's pretty much a glass cannon. Alright, ooh. Now, again, Proto Man has access to the Proto Coil on the Proto Jet, which I will demonstrate right now. And I would like to point out that Mega Man 10 has the ability to switch weapons using the shoulder button, just like in Mega Man 7, 8, and Base, I believe. So, yeah. Now, at this point, I can take 2 pathways, the upper pathway or the lower pathway. And I'm taking the lower pathway in this case because while it may have more stage hazards, there are less enemies, and well, I can get through this area a little bit faster. Because, well, I want to get this done quickly. And there are water currents everywhere, so be careful. And I hate spikes. I hate spikes. So let's do this again, shall we? And there we go. That's much better. Alright. Alright, so, Pump Man. Let's see here. Before the Robo-Enza incident, Pump Man worked at a wastewater treatment plant, purifying the water that came through. He also volunteered his time to wash graffiti off walls in the neighborhood. Pump Man has been described as a neat freak. Okay. I mean, I suppose if you want to clean up things, you kind of want to be a neat freak or something. So, yeah. Alright. I haven't seen these enemies in a while. These one-eyed things that appeared all the way back in old Cutman stage in Mega Man 1. Like, jeez Louise. Nostalgia. Although I think I got a bit more of a nostalgia feeling back in Mega Man 9. Ooh, free E-Tank. Yeah, that's another reason you want to take the lower pathway. Now, I do admit, while I was tempted to go the upper pathway, you know those cylinder enemies that plug up certain holes? There's going to be a lot of them, especially in normal and hard mode, so geez Louise. And I haven't even talked about easy mode yet. Well, I started talking about easy mode, but then something interesting happens on screen and I get distracted. Like this, for example. I'm about to encounter Proto Man because, well, I need to kill him to help the situation, so yeah. Alright, time for Proto Man. Alright, let's see here. Proto Man. Proto Man starts off by creating a water shield. He then jumps around trying to tackle you, and he will eventually fire off the water shield. Now, on easy mode, Proto Man's water shield will only have 4 bubbles, and he also jumps only one time before spreading the water shield. On normal mode, like I'm playing right now, Proto Man's water shield has 8 bubbles. Okay. Now on hard mode, Proto Man has an extra attack in which he tosses his pump handle at you like a boomerang. So, yeah, okay. Now, as you can see here, Thunderwolf pretty much sucks because, well, he has to actually get under the lightning, actually touch the lightning before, well, takes damage. And as you can see here, the cloud, if the cloud hits him before it can form the lightning, it will dissipate and he will not take damage. And it's one of those weapons that you have to lure the enemy into before it takes damage. And I really hate Thunderwolf. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Which means I really have to go all out in order to survive. And yes, I have E-Tanks, and I will gulp them down like crazy because, again, Proto Man takes double damage. Like, see, like, right there. One more hit, and I'm dead. And I'm not taking that chance. No, 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 no. I am not taking that chance. I will use every E-Tank I've got if I need to. But thankfully, Proto Man has the slide ability, which should help you out in this case. And if you can recognize where these balls are going, you can dodge them easily. So, just one more hit, and he's dead. Come on, and boom! Bye-bye, Proto Man. That was close. I mean, I still have one E-Tank left, but I didn't want to take the chance. Alright, so that's that for Proto Man. We get his weapon, well, let's see, the water shield, which is obviously a shield. And I think it's kind of lame, really. I mean, last game we had the awesome Jewel Satellite, an indestructible shield of death that doesn't waste too much weapon energy, and I guess they feel that the Jewel Satellite was too broken. Oh well. Anyway, folks, I'll see you in part 2.